Sup, YouTube? We reacted to top 20 counterpunch knockouts that will always be remembered. Shout out Boxing Extra for the video. Let's get right into it. Make sure to boost up that YouTube subscriptions. Want to see them numbers going up? Come on, let's take over YouTube. It's free.
The counter punch is the most aesthetically satisfying act in sports. That is a punch that immediately follows an attack launched by an opponent. It relies on the opponent's own aggression to draw him into a perfectly set trap. Counter punching is a style of its own. Some boxers use counter punching as their main strategy. Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson made opponents pay for trying to hit them. Their timing was perfect and they knew every little thing to look for to uncannily sense when a punch was coming. It's the heart of the sweet science. To be a great counter puncher requires exquisite reflexes and meticulously drilled timing. Welcome to Boxing Extra channel. Press like and subscribe and let's take a look at most famous and dramatic counter punch knockouts from the history of the sport.
Dramatic. It's a big word.
Douglas had the fight sense to beat Mike Tyson on February 11th, 1990 to win all the heavyweight belts, and then, 8 months of comfort, fame and eating later, he lost his world titles to Evander Holyfield in a fight for him to forget in October 1990. It was a perfect right counter punch by Holyfield after an amateurish lazy uppercut by Douglas that ended the scheduled 12-round match at 1 minute 10 seconds of the third round. The two men had previously fought each other on November 8, 2003, and Jones won the first fight by majority decision. The demand for a rematch was obvious and the fight was set for May 15, 2004. In the second round of their WBC light heavyweight title fight, Tarver countered a missed right hand from Jones with a short overhand left that landed square on the 4th division champion's jaw. In this vacant WBC World Middleweight Championship match, Graham was in the complete control of this fight till to the surprise ending. In round 4, Graham went in for the KO with Jackson against the ropes in a corner. Jackson swung a counter right hook bomb over a lazy left to the chin of Graham in the midst of getting pummeled.
Wasted.
Darchinyan's reckless and wild punching was leaving him wide open for Donaire's counters, and the challenger continued to have success as the champion lunged inside in the 5th round. This proved to be Darchinyan's downfall as Donaire cut him flush with a massive counter left hook that knocked the stunned champion heavily to the deck. Sergio Martinez and Paul Williams fought in December 2009, with Williams winning a controversial 12-round majority decision. The long-awaited rematch ended abruptly and dramatically when Sergio Martinez delivered a knockout blow. The punch was a short left hook that cut Williams right on the chin as he attempted to deliver a left hand of his own.
Damn. Got him.
The man fought 3 spectacular matches over a 7-year span prior to this one, with each believing he'd swept the other. Marquez, one of the best counter-punchers in the sport, connected with his right, but this time it had more pop than it did in the first 3 outings between them. Pacquiao had missed a right, and Marquez used his specialty, the counter right hand, to close the show. McCallum Curry was an excellent match between 2 great talents and a perfect crossroads fight, with both men's careers on the line. Moving fluidly, throwing sharp, accurate punches, Curry controlled the action and landed the heavier blows.
He's not giving angles at all. He's directly in front of Donald. And there is a left hand!
In round 5, stepping to his left, McCallum turned hard, cracking the hook against Curry's jaw. The challenger never saw the punch. American Edgar Ayala was served up to Mayweather in his 4th pro bout, and he spent much of their short fight circling the ring trying to get away.
This fight. Big left by Mayweather.
Midway through the 2nd round, Mayweather put Ayala flat on his back with a big counter left hook to the chin. Louis Lomeli was undefeated when Whittaker stopped him in the 3rd round of his first IBF title defense in 1989. Whittaker's timing was textbook. When Whittaker's left landed, Lomeli was hammered to the canvas. He bounced off the ropes and landed face down. Deontay Wilder scored his 35th career victory by knockout and improved to 36-0 overall, dropping Artur Zbilka in the 9th round. Zbilka threw a wild left hook that connected with the back of Wilder's shoulder, but Wilder punished him in a split second and caught Zbilka with a lightning quick counter punch. Tyson's 6th defense as undisputed king was against a talented boxer named Carl Williams. Tyson caught Williams with a perfect left hook, which is a simple counter to a lazy jab, in the opening round of a furious fight, and Williams crashed heavily to the canvas. Years old Nassim Hamed defended his WBC International Super Bantamweight title against tough Mexican Enrique Angeles. Quick counter in round 2 put Mexican down.
Put Mexican down. You know what? I am a down ass fool.
Panamanian Roberto Duran and Puerto Rican Esteban de Jesus found themselves embroiled in one of boxing's great rivalries. In round 12, an over-anxious De Jesus left himself open, an error that proved disastrous as Duran beat him to the punch with a perfect right of his own that sent Esteban crashing to the canvas.
Esteban.
Derek Jefferson and Maurice Harris weren't exactly world championship material, but they were on a November night in 1999, involved in one of the craziest one-punch knockouts in the division's history. A heavyweight knockout in every sense of the word. Both men loaded their left hands and let them go at roughly the same time, only for Jefferson to get there first and harder. In the most action-packed fight, WBC lightweight titleist Omar Figueroa retained his belt with a 9th round
I
TKO.
sure need to go to a boxing match, man. I've never been to one yet. I need to go to one. 100%.
Over Daniel Estrada. Figueroa scored a knockdown about 40 seconds into the 9th round when he cracked Estrada with a right hand that flew in over a lazy jab. As expected, it was a war between Gatti and Ruelas, but Ruelas had Gatti in serious trouble towards the end of round 4 after hurting him with a left uppercut and then an onslaught of shots before the bell rang. Ruelas was on the attack in round 5, trying to corner Arturo, but left hook wiped Ruelas out, and Gatti went from massive trouble to celebrating in front of his adoring fans. It was Monaco's second bout, which many boxing fans won't ever forget. His opponent was Eric Butterby Nash, and the fight has since appeared on the countless boxing highlight reels over the years. In that bout, Monaco suffered a knockout early in the first round. It had been a woeful fight, with Jones backing up and being defensive while Bailey looked to land his big punch, a right hand that ranks as one of the best punches in boxing, but rarely threw it. Opening came off a lazy Jones left jab that was countered
That's
by
like
a horrific
when the boxer falls into the punch and it gives it like more damage because you're inflicting the damage yourself.
right uppercut that exploded Jones' nose and mouth into a canvas of blood. Andy Lee summoned the one-punch knockout victory from what seemed a likely defeat, knocking John Jackson out cold with the right hand he so desperately needed.
Is simply devastating Lee, and there's a perfect right hand counter.
Lee countered with a right hand that was part uppercut, part hook, and completely devastating. This was one of the last performances of the one and only Roy Jones Jr. at his magnificent best. Jones placed both hands behind his back and then leapt at Kelly with a dynamite right hand on the button, rendering him unable to
Nah, that's
continue.
dirty. Sit the fuck down.